Substitution for Chicago. The human popsicle getting ready to come in.
Oh, man, that is awful. That does, bro. That looks like a popsicle.
That's the new for the playoffs. He's got to wait.
It's in the NBA. Here's Kukoc again. That's the 6th.
And a double foul. Kurt Thomas and Dennis Rodman will be called here. Score the hoop. Steve Kerr gets up off the bench for the Bulls. Now Ronnie Harper will come out. So Harper.
Well, Thomas and Rodman really battling each other.
Both of them get called a double foul. What is that?
Dennis is on the floor, and we pick up a tee. Pat Riley has picked up a technical foul.
Boy, 2 fouls on Rodman, 2 on Thomas. And this is what they said. He thought, Dennis felt that they were going to come after him. Well, there's a technical on somebody on
Riley,
the bench.
but I think they're going to give one to Dennis too.
Going to try to get him there. He just comes down and takes Dennis and gives him a shove. Now Dennis comes back, and that's what they call the double.
Well, I don't see that Dennis did much. I'll be honest with you.
It just looked like the young kid wanted to take his space down there.
Rodman and Michael. Offensive foul. Rodman got what he was after.
No question about it. And that's why Alonzo shot that fade away the first time. He knows how good a defensive player Dennis is. He's a great actor. And this is exactly why he was afraid to put the ball on the floor.
And you saw the movie critic Gene Siskel give it 2 thumbs up.
Some players with them. And you can see right there they're forced to take a tough shot. But there's Rodman again. You know, it's a lot easier to read.
Kerr back to Rodman. Underneath, nice pass.
Now, not very good defense by Anthony.
The game is gone.
Scotty kicks it out. Tony wide open for 3. Rodman keeps it alive and gets it. So a second chance opportunity for the Bulls. MJ posts up. Tough fadeaway baseline jumper, and Rodman will get another one. Lost it, loose ball. Scotty comes up with it. Bulls 4-on-2 break. Tony back to Dennis, who goes up and got fouled.
They may not wanted to give it to Dennis to finish, and I think that's what Pip's saying. You got to take it on in. Dennis is not the free throw shooter, but it'll put him to the line, a chance to get into the scoring column here.
Deflected. Rodman will go for it, save it, and gets it to Steve Kerr.
What was that? Timeout? Somebody called a timeout?
Michael did. Michael said timeout.
They got a 20-second if they want it. They got a 20-second if they want it. Do they want the full one? Let's see. They'll take it a full.
Whoa. Rodman can't quite save it. He ends up on the scorer's table. Looks over at everybody, makes sure they're okay. Uses the towel a little bit.
Well, you know what happened there?
Sir.
They turned it over a couple times.
Thanks, Dennis. I caught it.
Yeah.
Okay, I had good hands. Couldn't score, but I had good hands.
I think Steve was thinking there, looking at the shot clock, and saw that it was relatively close, didn't want to force one up in that situation.
And Rodman fouled by Gatling. Will shoot a couple. Dennis Rodman only a 53% free throw shooter, 56 for 106 during the regular season. Phil Jackson telling us he does not put Dennis Rodman in the starting lineup. He did not tonight, did not in game one, because when players are particularly tightly wound as the game is going to start, he's afraid that things could get carried away with Dennis.
And Phil also feels that the rookie Kurt Thomas, who starts at the big forward spot for Miami, is told to agitate Dennis, to get locked up with him, get very physical with him, and try to get him involved in something, because Phil feels that, Pat Riley feels that if Dennis goes off, that could disrupt the Chicago Bulls.
And the ovation. And Hardaway going all the way. A late decision by Hardaway, looking to give it up. Pippen beating the Heat down the floor. And they get it right back for a 12-4 lead. Shot clock down to 3. And Pippen on target. And we get a technical foul on Dennis Rodman. The indication from Bill Oakes that he used his elbow. That was kind of away from the play, throwing an elbow. We'll get a look at it in a moment. First, Danilovic shooting the technical. So the Bulls now lead 59-36.
Well, of course, the officials have been watching Dennis Rodman very closely ever since the suspension for the headbutt on referee Ted Bernhardt. And Dennis continues to get his share of technicals, either by the clapping routine, maybe showing up some officials, and plays like that.
Rodman with the rebound and then deflected away by Thomas. Second foul.
Dennis Rodman trying to get position underneath the basket as the shot goes up from the corner, and as he always does, tries to push his man underneath the basket, and then just a little swipe with the left arm. Not a high elbow, not over the shoulder area, or not up in the head area of the opposing player, but just a little bit of a swipe. But you could tell that the officials came in here with a mindset today to keep things under control as far as all the talking that's going on, and as far as whatever physical play may develop.
Rodman is 2 of 4 at the line.
So some players out on the floor who are going to bang away at each other as Alonzo Mourning foul from behind.
Look out, Rodman and Mourning having words. Rodman said something to Mourning after the foul was called on Harper, and things could get out of hand now, which is his second automatic rejection. So Dennis ends up playing only 14 minutes. 2 of 4 from the line, just 5 rebounds, 2 assists, and receives a standing ovation as he heads back to the locker room. And here's the toss of the jersey. Looking for a fan, and he will eventually give it up.
He's taking his time.
Late decision by Dennis. Second technical on Rodman, so he is through for the game.
To come out and play basketball the proper way, and right now both teams, or a couple of players on both teams, not really concentrating on the job at hand. They're more concerned with who's getting the one-upsmanship as far as the physical play is concerned, as they not only bang away at each other but also the talking, and that'll get you the technical every time.
We did this the other night, didn't we? Mourning and Rodman.
Well, Vern, you're talking about 2 of the most aggressive physical players in the game today. Plus 2 guys that play with a lot of emotion. Bad combination to be guarding each other and playing each other against the low post. It's inevitable that something is going to break out and tempers are going to flare when those 2 guys play against anybody, let alone themselves.
Well, you saw when we came on the air, Mourning taking what he said was a joking poke with a towel wrapped around his fist at Ron Harper in game 2. In that same game, Rodman got his second technical and an ejection, and they get Rodman this time in the post.
That's the second quick foul on Dennis Rodman.
Well, you know, I think Dennis's reputation precedes him.
Feeds Longley. Rodman, how about that for a rare occurrence?
Well, that's great move.
A 14-point lead, 2 of those points justified by Dennis Rodman.
Morning short. And Rodman and Morning, and you think the officials aren't conscious of the potential for some damage. All 3 of them were in there.
I love those guys, Vern. They play hard. That ball is very important to Rodman and Morning. You can see them. They're going to go down on the ground after the ball. Michael, cooler heads prevail. He stands up. He's not going down in the pile up with those 2 guys. Not with a bad bat.
Pat Riley was talking about all the talking that's going on between the 2 teams.
Strange things happen in those piles. One time I almost got my finger bit off in one of those piles.
I remember that, and that's not the way the legend has grown over the years.
The rebound to Michael Jordan. Harper finds Rodman underneath. Reverse jump. Here's Hardaway with the runner off the glass. The tip is no good, and Rodman gets the rebound. But it's taken away by Hardaway, who finds Morning in a hard foul from Pippen. Morning. Got it. First rebound and the putback, second rebound.
Puts a body on him. Loose ball down the ground. Got the good roll. And him and Rodman are tangled up again.
Rodman?
Oh my gosh!
Had Michael Jordan backing in.
Well, Hardaway and Askin switched off. I can see him switching off and double teaming Michael away from the ball, but that's the last guy you want to leave open. Askin tries to come over and help out, but Michael flips his back, flips it over his head. And you can tell.
Bushler off the mark. The putback is good from Rodman.
I don't know. I got to give him a shot at
Chicago at any time. We are a multi-service business. We'll give you a report if it happens tonight. Final
behavior has created a lot of pseudo-psychologists in the NBA who wonder, was he cuddled enough as a child? Is he possessed by inner demons? Should he be placed on medication? Those questions and a whole lot more in his new book, Bad as I Wanna Be. Why does an athlete change his hair color? Butt heads with a referee? Throw his jersey at game's end? Vern, Danny, I'm afraid it's going to take a lot more than a book to explain everything that Dennis Rodman does on and off the court.
Well, Vern, he gave me an autographed version of that book today in the elevator, and I'm going to have to leave it in my hotel room because I can't take it home to my kids.
You did. You took time from your third reading of War and Peace, however, to shoot through it, right?
I read one chapter, and it's not my kind of book.
We'll be right back.
Palming the ball.
Try to grab Alonzo Mourning right here with his inside arm. Trying to draw foul. Always trying to lock you up, wrap you up, keeping Alonzo gets away with it once again.
Let's go back to Vern.
Dennis Rodman's Sands jersey. Wonder if it went to that gal. Back in a moment. They broke it open late first quarter, and they win it by 21 points. They sweep the series, and Dennis Rodman, who was the selectee tonight. It wasn't the young lady who had the sign up, but this lady will walk away with Dennis Rodman's jersey.